Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zmore, the dad in DPS, and today we're back with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Script, the series where I review weapons I've either found, been given, or, made in Appalachia, and we see how well they do. Now, this is actually another weapon that Kenobi has dropped for me. Hello, Kenobi. Hello there. And yeah, we're going to test this out and see how well it does. I'm going to be honest, this one is definitely going to do well. I have no doubts in my mind that when you see what it is, neither will you. Either way, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Today's weapon is the Sheer Heart Attack. Now this is a bloodied, weapon speed, action point cost, handmade. I mean, on paper this is fantastic, and in reality it is also fantastic. It's been a long time since I've reviewed a handmade, and I'm going to be honest, I think most of the ones I have reviewed have been explosive. So it's weird that I genuinely don't think I've ever reviewed a weapon speed one. So yeah, we're going to do that today and see how well this does in comparison. But I think it's going to absolutely annihilate stuff, and yeah, I'm not worried at all. We are using a slightly stealthy build today to optimize it, because yeah, this thing is disgusting. Now, as I said, we're using a stealthy version of the build today, and again, it is disgusting, but it is what it is. We have the perks that you see. I'm just going to leave it there and move on. Now, I'm going to be straight with you guys. When it comes to this weapon, using it without a stealth build, it would be disgusting. Like, flat out using it without stealth would be absolutely disgusting. You're seeing that this weapon is just absolutely bananas. Now, the way I'm using it is I have optimized it for AP, but I could put on like an armor penetration type magazine, which would be perfect. You know, like it would literally make it do some incredible damage, but I'm not getting the same level of AP management. That being said, with most enemies, I'm not really needing the AP management, so again, I could put on that armor penetration barrel magazine, and then we would be doing more damage than we currently are on like a wide variety of enemies. But as you're kind of seeing, with stealth, it just isn't really needed. Like, things just explode. Literally explode so easily. These Super Mutants do not stand a chance. The Handmade is one of those rifles that I believe it gets the credit it's due more often than not. But when you compare it to the Fixer and the Railway Rifle, it doesn't get used half as much as those do, because you know, the Railway Rifle is currently the king of non-stealth, and the Fixer is the king of stealth. This is kind of like the little baby brother of them, and is very, very strong. And I would heavily recommend that if you like the Fixer, you like the Railway Rifle, this is the next thing you add to your arsenal, because it's just cheaper to get, like in comparison to the Fixer, in the sense that it's just easier to find. You know, everybody can make anybody can find a handmade. You need to have the Fixer plan to find that, so it's just a better alternative if you can't be bothered getting a Fixer plan, which I'll be honest, at this day and age is very easy, so you know, you don't really have an excuse. But at the same time, I think it's so comparable and it's such a good weapon that I think you should get it regardless. Alrighty, now we are up against Jeff, obviously, and we're going to give him a lead enema in the form of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a couple of shots to let him catch up, and then we're going to lay into him. Now you're seeing an entire clip, and he's down. Yeah. So with Jeff deceased, we move on to the Mirelurk Queen. Now the thing about the Queen is that she is far tankier and far more deadly than Jeff. So the best thing to do is circle her when you do this, because she doesn't quite know where I am, but yeah, she knows I'm there, sort of. So she can be incredibly deadly, incredibly hard to deal with. But you saw it, she goes down fairly quickly. We only used a couple of clips worth of ammo to take her out, and yeah, she went down. She went down like a big old sack of potatoes. And finally we come to expeditions. Now for some reason, some of these enemies are already dead. Don't quite know what's going on there. But you're seeing that, yeah, we completely annihilate the big versions of them, we're getting 9 rounds back. We used, by the judging by my clip, we used 6. So we're getting ammo back in that sense. These guys are obviously significantly tankier than the human enemies that litter this. Get that back. Using more 6 bits of ammo for that one. But you're seeing that we are quite consistently killing enemies, and we are getting a significant chunk of our ammo back. I don't think we're going to struggle in expeditions with this thing. And against human enemies, that's even more of a thing. Like, literally, they just explode on impact with this gun. It is so good at killing them. And even like the tanky Overgrown Keeper, who is currently getting healed, I'm actually going to just lay in the full clip into him. You see, I can take him down with the full clip. Like, if I hesitate, he can regenerate health because of his little butt buddies here. But without them, he doesn't stand a chance against me, literally. And as I said, the main kind of focus I have when I come into here is, do I kill the enemies and do I get ammo back? And the answer to both those questions is yes, 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 yes. This thing is so strong in the version that I'm using right now, and the way I'm using it right now. And I'm not going to say like I've optimized the damage. I think I'm, you know, at the upper kind of level of what it can do, but I'm certainly not pushing it for everything it's got. There's loads of different buffs and magazines and all manner of things that you can do to make this stronger. And this is going to be a weapon that is a boss killer, it is an everything killer, it is an absolute slaughter in your hands. Just such a good weapon. So I don't think anybody had any delusions about how well this weapon was going to do. It's bloodied, it's faster fire rate, it's a handmade rifle. They are a combination match made in heaven. It is an absolutely fantastic weapon to use, and I would heavily recommend, if you haven't tried it, to try it, because this weapon will get you through everything in the game quite easily. This is a god killer. This is a weapon that you can use on anything and everything, and be assured that you are doing a huge amount of damage. Now, what I'd say about the Handmaids is I much prefer these to Fixers, and that's not on the basis that I think they're better than Fixers. I think that the damage is, to an extent, comparative. You know, the Fixer probably tops out a bit more, but in terms of how it feels, how it sounds, I just prefer it. I just prefer the look of it. I just prefer the gun in general, and that is just a personal preference. So I am quite happy with this one, and this is probably going to be used quite a lot on this character in the future to do my day-to-day stuff. But that is what it is. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all the usual jazz. If you want to see any weapons that I could review in the Wasteland, definitely leave a comment down below in regards to that. And with that, I will catch you all next time in the Wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shining, a shadow creeping. Feel your hearts entwining, a twisted mind, seeking prey to devour. In the dead of the night, he gains more power. His bloodshot eyes, the fire burning within, a predator lurking ready to commit his sin. He moves in silence, you can't hear a sound, chasing shadows, hunting till you're found. Chasing shadows, he's the hunter in the night. No escape.